Hello there, my name is Luciano Oliveira. I am a Brazilian attorney, and today I'm going to be answering this question. Is it true that I get 90 days of stay in Brazil every time I enter the country? So the answer is no, it's not 90 days per trip into Brazil, it's actually 90 days per year. That's surprising to many of our clients. They say, listen, I've been traveling to Brazil every now and then. I stayed 90 days and then on purpose, I went back home, I don't know, to New York, California. And then when I came back to Brazil, they said, listen, but you already stayed your 90 days, right? So they are kind of surprised because for some reason they expected that for every trip they would get 90 days, but that's not how it works. It's 90 days per year. And of course, you know about the possibility of a single extension. So let's say if you enter Brazil and you still have the 90 days, you can stay the 90 days. Before the 90 days expire, you need to file for an extension. You're gonna see in this description, you're gonna see a link to the website you need to access to apply for the extension. Almost every time they're gonna make you attend an interview, but this is gonna take 10 minutes. It's gonna require you to pay a fee for the interview, and they are gonna, rubber stamp your additional 90 days. However, once you get the extension and then you've been in the country potentially for 180 days, it's important for you to understand that the 180 days is not for the calendar year. That's another common mistake we see going on. Clients say, all right, so I entered, just for the sake of example, like if you enter January the 1st, right? And then you're gonna be leaving 6 months down the road. So let's say July 1st, you've been 180 days in the country, and they say, all right, so now next January I'm back and I'm gonna get an additional 180 days. So again, that's not the correct interpretation. The Brazilian immigration, in their most conservative interpretation, they are gonna say, after you've been for 180 days in the country, you need to wait for a full year for you to qualify for this additional 90 plus 90 days. If any of you had a different experience, this different experience is not unusual, because this matter of counting the days and looking at the system, at the Brazilian immigration, is not super easy even for the Brazilian immigration personnel. So it's super common, right? You've been in Brazil more time than you should, and then you leave the country and then you come back. And then, those folks who are at the customs, most of them, they are outsourced. They are contractors working, part-time, and they are tired, and they look at the days, they're not sure about what's going on. So instead of chasing you, instead of giving you a hard time, they may very well just say, you know what, once you're in, make sure to go to the Polícia Federal because it looks like you were overstaying, right? And some of them, they are gonna even just keep silent. They are not gonna say anything, just, all right, just go, right? Like one less gringo for me to worry about, okay? I'm just kidding, but the thing is, you're gonna see that the way that the Brazilian immigration handles the days that you are allowed to stay in the country, they don't do that, let's say, in a very or super consistent way. And instead, we actually see different outcomes for clients with similar overstaying situations, okay? But the short answer is no, it's not true that you get 90 days every time you enter Brazil. So I hope this video was helpful. If it was, give us a thumbs up, subscribe to follow us for more tips, and see you in our next video.